Now, I love a little bit of data mining into the future of what we're going to be seeing in Classic, especially at a time like now where it's been fairly quiet over the last couple of months. I don't know how I'm going to feel about having to read through this, though, because it looks like they're doing exactly what I feared, what I really didn't want them to do, which is another Heroic Plus mode, basically. So Heroic Plus Plus, but this looks like it's going to be called Beta rather than Alpha, which I'm pretty sure we all expected. What does that mean for Ulduar? So over on Wowhead, it's just been posted that 3.4.2 data mining is showing new Titan runes. So Blizzard has an updated build for Wrath Classic, which will include the new Sons of Hodir tabard, which, if you don't know about that already, obviously everyone's been crying out for that Sons of Hodir tabard, haven't they? The comment, oh no, no one ever mentioned it. But anyway, if you want to save 300 gold by getting the Sons of Hodir rep from the auction house like everybody else does, then they're going to be implementing a tabard where you can wear it when you're doing dungeons to get rep. Don't get me wrong, I'm just being sarcastic. It's not a bad thing to put in the game, but also probably didn't need 4 months worth of development for them to actually do. So anyway, so data mining has also discovered new spells for Titan runes, as well as clarifying mounts as either ground or flying, and adjustments for the Children Week achievement, which I've got a full Children's Week achievement guide going out probably this evening, actually, where I actually cover this. I knew this was going to be removed already, so good news, yeah, you're not going to need the PvP achievement, which is School for Hard Knocks, but be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the Children's Week guide, because it's pretty in-depth. Probably the best thing to just show you quickly. I mean, I'm sure you already know because you can just look at this on your own character. In Dungeons and Raids, in Lich King Heroic, you know, you've got the Defense Protocol Alpha. So it looks like we're going to get Defense Protocol Beta as well now, which basically means we can almost guarantee that Ulduar 10-man gear at the very least is going to go into Heroic Plus, which is going to be Beta, which I'm not really that happy about. Like, I'd rather it didn't, but this more or less guarantees that, I would say. So hopefully, though, we're not going to start seeing 25-man gear in 10-man, but we probably will. So Beta empowered Arcane Rune, where damage is increased by 40%, health increased by 140%, and attacks have a chance to summon mirror images of the caster. So, as you know, this is going to be like the empowered version of what you get at the moment in Nexus, Oculus, Violet Hold. All of these are pretty much exactly what you would expect because we see them already. Like the Blood Rune that's on the floor for like Gundrak and Drakfaron Keep. The Frost Rune that we see in Utgard Pinnacle, Utgard Keep. Now Gladiator Rune looks like it's going to be the one that's tied to Trial of the Crusader because it's increasing damage by 40% and health increased by 140%. Spectators look to be more fired up than usual. I'm just guessing that's going to be attached to Trial of the Champion because it might sound a little bit similar to the one that you're used to from Halls of Stone and Halls of Lightning, but that's actually Titan Rune. So I can't see anywhere Gladiator Rune would be, so I'm assuming it's new. There's quite a lot here, minor things on classes, but nothing really that sticks out. I did have a quick look to make sure that the Druid Naturalist talent hadn't gone back down to 1% talent rather than 2%, which no, it looks like it's still at 10. Also had a look to see if there was any obvious incoming nerfs to Ulduar, which also looks like a negative. Looks like they are doing something in terms of mounts, but not quite sure what this is going to be yet, but they seem to be making sure that they're actually correctly categorized as either flying or ground mount. There could be something weird being worked on in the background there, don't know. And a lot of these other minor things we would have seen actually changed throughout the patches anyway, like the changes to the meteorite crystal. We already know about the Sons of Hodir tabard that's coming in, so that's here as well. There is the odd Ulduar ability here, which don't look like it's had any changes. They could be tweaking things in the background that we just don't know about yet. But overall, I think the main takeaway from this is the fact that it does look like we're going to get a sort of Season 2, if you like, of Heroic Dungeons. And it is most likely going to include Ulduar 10 gear, which, yeah, again, I don't really know how I feel about that. They wanted Ulduar to stay relevant during Phase 3 when Tok's out. They said that themselves. So then to start adding the gear into Heroic Plus dungeons to make especially 10-man less relevant, and it could make 25-man less relevant, like I said in a video recently, where if all they do is increase the amount of hard mode loot you get, and I don't know, let's say you can't get Fragments of Valinir, which I don't know whether you see that as a good or a bad thing. Me personally, I just don't think they should touch Ulduar at all. Like, not until the build up to ICC, because look at Nax, the amount of Nax 25s that go now in comparison to 10. There's loads of 10-mans because it's just easier. You know, it's more convenient just to get a 10-man together and have a chance at getting the loot that you want with less competition overall if the item that you want drops, versus the ball ache of putting a 25-man together. But either way, you're going to have some more heroic plus to do and probably going to get some pretty sweet loot along the way. So stay tuned and we'll see how that actually pans out. If you like the video, like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.